Isn't Silicon Valley a little too optimistic on the promises of AI?
There is an over-optimism, and I think that will snap back. We are training people to think about AI in an optimistic and very one-dimensional way. There are already automobile executives who are saying, believe it or not, that we might have a configuration in the setup of the self-driving car that will allow the driver to nominate whether the car should, preserve the life of the driver or preserve the life of the pedestrian. If we think that that is the sort of decision that a program can reliably make, then that is unethical. And the idea that we should be even contemplating, that we should be having a dialogue that's framed in that way, I think is fundamentally wrong. I think a more sophisticated way of framing AI is to understand that there are some things that computers can't do. An algorithm is always going to reach its limit, where it's either going to tip into unpredictable behaviour or it will just grind to a halt because it doesn't know what to do. The real trick in AI, the real trick in human intelligence, is that we know when to call for help. We know when something is beyond our ability and we're going to go to another doctor, or we're going to call our trusted advisor, or we're going to put it to a vote. Now, I don't know how that's done. There's some very deep mystery in human cognition that allows us to know when we've reached our personal limit, and we know when to call for help. Just think about it. If there's an algorithm for detecting failure, and the algorithm of a self-driving car will realise that here's a circumstance that I've never seen before. There's some bright sunlight and there's a truck going by and I've never seen this before. I need some help. If there's an algorithm for calling for help, that algorithm itself is going to fail sometimes. The algorithm for detecting failure will itself fail. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything mystical going on in the human brain, but there are some deep cognitive problems that we haven't worked out yet. So I think that that's the ethical problem. I think that the captains of industry shouldn't be pretending that self-driving cars are almost a solved problem. It's much harder than it looks.